Good afternoon, Facebook. Happy Tuesday. Hope everybody is healthy, safe, and spending a great time with the family. Rachel Tayeb here, broker owner of Fit Realty Services, bringing you a quick state of the real estate market update. Obviously, with the shelter in place now being extended through May 15, there's a growing concern about the recession. Is this going to be like 2008? So we've been doing a lot of research and we've been blessed to be a part of Steve Horney's Keeping Current Matters, where he's been educating us about the economy in general and whether or not this is going to be like 2008. So today I wanted to share with you super quickly a few slides on why we believe this is not going to be like 2008. So let's just bring the first slide. There we go. So is this going to be like 2008? Let's move to the second one. So first, we got a report from a chief economist at First American, Mr. Fleming. Many still bear scars from the Great Recession and may expect the housing market to follow a similar trajectory in response to the coronavirus outbreak. But there are distinct differences that indicate the housing market may follow a much different path. While housing led the recession in 2008 through 2009, this time may be poised to bring us out of it, right? So this is a contradiction, right? So a housing market was actually a cause of the 2008 recession, while the economists believe real estate will actually help us to bring us out of the recession, right? Because obviously real estate is the main engine of the economy, right? Each home we sell, on average, we employ about 27 jobs. You've got contractors, you've got bankers, processors, underwriters, appraisers, real estate agents, right? Insurance brokers, right? So by selling one single property, we employ on average 27 jobs, right? So they believe a real estate will actually this time around will bring us out of the recession, right? Let's go to the second slide. Perfect. So this is the housing and mortgage crash from 2008, when you can basically see the S&P 500 had gone down almost 51%. And you can see the annual prices have depreciated over the 3 years. We had 4.6% depreciation in 2007, 10% depreciation in 2008, and 4.1% depreciation in 2009, right? So this is during the Great Recession caused by the housing market. Let's move to the next one. Another report from a chief economist, this time over at Glaskin Chef, Mr. David Rosenberg, that's comparing what 9/11 has in common with what is happening today, is that this shock has also generated a lot of fear, angst, and anxiety among the general public. People avoided crowds then, as they believed another terrorist attack was coming, and are acting the same today to avoid getting sick. The same parts of the economy are under pressure: the airlines, leisure, hospitality, restaurants, entertainment, consumer discretionary services in general, right? So basically over here, the economist, Mr. Rosenberg, is comparing the 9/11 attacks to the coronavirus, the similarity, right? Now let's bring the other slide to just elaborate on that. Perfect. So these are the annual home price appreciations. This is a great chart to look at. So basically, this is 6 years ahead of both recessions, right? So the left-hand side, 6 years leading up to the housing crash, right? So you can see from 2000 to 2005, these are single year appreciations, right? 8.6, 6.5, 8.5, 8.7, 12.5, and 11.4%. These are really high percentages for 1 year appreciation. Now, when you look at these last 6 years leading towards the outbreak of coronavirus, only 4.4, 5.2, 5.5, 6.4s 4.8 and 4.7, right? So these are very, average appreciations in last 6 years. When you look at the highest appreciation in 2017, it's not even the lowest the 6 years leading to the Great Recession, right? Leading to the Great Recession, the lowest appreciation was in 2001, which was still higher at 6.5% than the highest appreciation in 2017, right? So this is a great chart to see that, yes, we have been appreciating, but on a very healthy pace of average of, let's say, 5%, while before the Great Recession, we were appreciating almost in double digits on average, right? Let's move on to the next one. Beautiful slide. Very, very important, right? Mortgage Credit Availability Index. Basically, the taller the graph, the easier is to get a loan, right? So when you look at pre-Great Recession at 2004, 5, and 6, it was very easy to get a loan, right? The lending standards were very, very easy. Right after the crash, guess what? At least we learned, right? We have learned, and we have really make the availability of the mortgage much more strict, right? And you can see that's been continuing. So from 2008 all the way till today, right? It's on the scale at 181.3, which means it's not that easy to get a loan, right? You got to have a down payment, you got to have a credit, you got to have a good income, right? Chase just announced last week they're not lending to anyone unless you have 20% down payment and 700 FICO score, right? So they're becoming even more strict. So that's a great news, right? Let's move on to the next one. My favorite, right? Total home equity cashed out of properties. And these are in billions, with the B, billions, okay? Incredible to see. So the 3 years pre-Great Recession, 2005, 6, and 7, look how much equity, look how much cash out people were taking against the properties. 263 billion in 05, 321 billion in 06, 240 billion in 07, totaling whooping 824 billion in 3 years prior the Great Recession, the housing crash, right? And people were basically using their homes as ATMs, right? People used to take money out of the properties, buy jet skis, went on luxury vacations, bought expensive cars, right? Basically, they were just basically supplying the luxury lifestyle, right? But again, good news, we have learned. 3 years pre-coronavirus, 2017, people cash out of their properties only 71 billion, only 71 billion, 1887 billion, and 2019, 74 billion. So the total of 17, 18, and 19, 232 billion, it's even less than any year pre the Great Recession, when the lowest was in 07 at 240 billion. So the great news is people have learned. They do not use their homes as ATMs anymore, right? They do utilize the cash out for maybe buying another properties, or maybe buying down another debt, maybe a credit card debt, student loans, right? They're using it the right way. So that's a great sign of the difference between the Great Recession and today's recession, right? Let's move on to the next one. Great chart, right? So this is amazing. I was amazed when I saw this personally. So 53, almost 54% of all the homes in the America have at least 50% equity in their homes. That means half of the population has at least 50% equity, which means half is mortgage, half it's owned by them, right? Great number. 37% of all the homes are owned free and clear, meaning there's no mortgages at all. So 37%, over a one third of the Americans, they have no mortgage at all, right? And then 26.7% of the mortgages have at least 50% equity. So let's say hypothetically, even though if the market dips, right? Let's say worst case scenario, we're gonna repeat a Great Recession and the market dips 20%, right? Half of the Americans, they have 50% equity in the property. So that means they're going to lose 20% of their equity, but they still have 30% of their equity, right? You think they're going to default on their home? Of course they're not. They still have a lot of equity in their property. So this is great news. Let's move on to the next one. Percent of median income needed to purchase a medium price home, right? So back in 2006, a family's income was almost a quarter of their income. 25.4% of their annual income was needed towards a purchase of the property, while today it's only 14.8%. So basically people today are making more money and have less income needed to purchase a property. Again, a great sign. This is from National Association of Realtors. Move on to the next one. That was the last one. Okay, perfect. So here you have it in a nutshell, right? Few slides basically showing us that we are disciplined. We have equities in the properties, right? We're not using the equities irresponsibly, right? The mortgages have been now given, lended to people with a good credit, good income, good down payment, right? So we've seen all around a great signs of that this is not going to be as 2008. I know there's a lot of worry out there, so I wanted to just briefly share these great slides we have with you guys, just to put a little bit of a calm, a little bit of ease, right? So we're not going into a 2008, right? People got equity in their homes, right? People have more income than they've had before, right? The rates are much lower than they've been before, right? So these are all great news, right? I just wanted to share with you. Any other questions? You guys know where to reach us. Just a quick reminder, I'm going to be bringing in tomorrow an attorney at law, Nadia Javed, to share with us the importance of wills and power of attorneys and trusts. So jump in at 4 o'clock. We're going to be starting a new webinar on this week's deals. We've been looking at the properties, the updates every single day, and we see a lot of deals. So we're going to just bring you every single week 3 deals in market in Queens. And then on Thursday, we'll do another quick state-of-the-art market. Hope everybody's safe. Take care of yourself, and we'll talk later. Bye-bye now.